You're the pot of gold at the end of somebody's rainbow. Two of Pentacles. No matter what way they look at this situation, it's you or it's you. Knight of Pentacles, this person has been taking their time, kind of deliberating as far as what do I say, what do I do, what's the next move in this situation. Somebody that can't get enough of you. They're looking at your social media, they're looking at your pictures, they feel a stillness come over them when you walk in the room. If this is someone you're in contact with physically, everything within them becomes very alert, very focused upon you, and there's a sense that they don't want to say the wrong thing, they don't want to make the wrong move, they don't want to fumble this, they don't want to miss their chance with you. Yeah, strength. You calm something within this person, a beast inside that has been ravenous for a deep connection with another person, something where they almost feel like there's an aspect of them that might be satisfied by you. You can satisfy me like no one else can. This is either something that is in the realm of fantasy, or if you've had experiences with this person, it's something that you calmed a lot of storms inside of them. The beast has been unleashed and they are coming for you. Yeah, we have the moon. So this is somebody that is yearning for you. This is somebody who has kept a lot of their thoughts and feelings secret, hidden. They might be a quiet person, an introverted person, a very deep thinker. They're thinking long and hard about what they're going to say, what the next move is going to be. They're thinking long and hard about the next time they're going to see you. That might even be the time when they want to pounce, when they want to ask you out, give you some kind of hint, clue, or indicator about this deeper level of interest that they have in you. Or if you've had experiences with one another before, there's a sense of like, I want to recapture that moment. I want to do more of what we did before because this has filled a need within me, and now there's this insatiable hunger. Nothing else will fill that need. Nothing else satisfies that hunger but you. Yeah, the hermit. This person has kind of retreated inside of themselves. It feels like they're trying to remain very present, very attentive with you. But after experiences with one another, or even if you, post things on social media and they're kind of like looking at these things, they're sitting and pondering that. They're reading between the lines. This person might be kind of like putting stuff on their social media that is a clue, that is an indicator for you as far as like, hey, I've got these feelings, I want something more. I listened to what you said, I held on to every word. In the aftermath of like intimate encounters that you've had with one another, it feels like their social media will be a very good place to get clues and indicators. This is not someone who wants to kiss and tell. This is somebody that's kind of like, let's move in secret, let's move in the shadows. The art of seduction is coming through very heavily with this energy. So this is definitely somebody that wants to have some alone time with you, wants to kind of explore the parameters and the possibilities of this connection in a new way. You make this person feel very competent as a lover, very competent as a person. They feel very empowered by you, by the idea of you, or by the actual experiences of you. And there's somebody that's like, I want more. I can't get enough of you. Let me see more. Let me learn more. Let me discover more about you. Yeah, we've got the Four of Swords, so they're dreaming about you, even spicy thoughts at night before they go to bed. You are that hot topic on their mind. So you may be picking up on some of that sexual energy from afar, that idea of energy flows where attention goes. This can also be the sense of you're meeting with this person in the astral realm, having those intense, intimate, or sexual encounters that you've yet to experience in the material world. It's kind of like, here's a prelude. Here's a preview. Here's our essence, our spirit, our energy mingling and merging in those higher dimensions. And it feels like they don't want to just have this limited to the realm of fantasy and dream and possibility and what if. This is somebody that wants to make these things happen, act out these fantasies, explore these things in the here and now with you. Yeah, Eight of Cups. You inspire this person to take risks in ways that they might not normally do. They want to open up to you. They want to give something emotional, some kind of clue or indicator, so that you know they're not just in it for the sex. They don't just see you as an object of conquest or an object of pleasure. This is something that's like, yeah, those things matter. Those things fulfill them on an egoic level, but they want something more than that. They want you to get to know the real them. They want to learn things about you that you've never shared with other people. They would be totally open to the idea of diving in deep emotionally with you once it came to that appropriate place within this connection, within whatever has going on currently between the two of you, or what they hope to be able to manifest with you in the near future. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Cups. So you bring this person a lot of satisfaction, a lot of joy. There's a sense that they love your laugh. They love your energy. It lingers around them. Your sense of humor, they get your brand of humor. It's very aligned with their own. So in addition to kind of those steamy moments, there's a sense of like, I want to have a lot of laughs with you. I want to have lighthearted experiences and deep, emotional, sensual experiences with you. The idea of like getting together with you, going out, having experiences in the light of day is just as important for this person as whatever it is you guys are doing behind closed doors at night, or what they are wanting to happen kind of like after hours when it's just the two of you alone. Yeah, Seven of Cups. This person has been kind of, confusing to you a bit as far as their intentions are concerned. This may be somebody that, is very flirtatious. They've given you hints and innuendos. You've had experiences with one another, and then you're not really sure what happens next with them. They throw you for a loop. This is somebody that's a master of that wild card energy, kind of the element of surprise. You never know what their next move is going to be. So this is somebody that is almost trying to lead the two of you into a very precise frame of mind, a very certain energy, a very certain type of experience, because there's a sense of like, I know we could unlock levels within one another that nobody else has been able to reach. You bring this person a level of like satisfaction that they haven't experienced in other people, haven't had in a while or ever. And so there's definitely a sense of kind of like, I want more of that. I want to see what's behind the curtain. I don't just want a peek. I want that full VIP access to the aspects within you as a person that most do not see. I want to give you access to the parts of myself that I don't usually reveal, because you bring that out so naturally. This is somebody that almost wants to like be of service to you. They want to give. You bring out the giver within this person. What can I give? What can I provide? What can I do to give you some kind of reassurance, that it's safe to open up to me? They imagine you blooming like a flower in their presence. Maybe you already have to a certain extent, but they definitely feel like there's something more that is possible, that you're capable of, that together there's this potent, fragrant energy that the two of you could have and experience. Yeah, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So this could be somebody that it's like a work connection. So you're having to kind of move cautiously, because aside from these kind of spicy and steamy encounters or thoughts or fantasies or daydreams, you're also co-workers, and so that may be kind of a slippery slope, a little bit of a tricky terrain to navigate. But this is somebody that, they want to build something practical as well. They want to work to kind of enhance all layers of your interactions with one another. They are willing to go the distance to try and work with you in order to sort of see how can we overcome challenges and obstacles between the two of us, so that there is an ability to experience more of this kind of like pleasure than you already have, or perhaps even for the first time. This is also somebody who's like working out a plan of action, working on what they want to present next, what they want to provide, what they want your experiences with one another to be like in the very near future. Yeah, we got the Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody that has a lot of respect for you as a person. They see you as somebody that is you got to put in effort and earn time with this person. You're not someone who's just going to like open up and give yourself away so easily. They feel very challenged by this, but it feels like it's something that also turns them on. The fact that you're a challenge, you're very hard to get to, you're very hard to read. You know, you kind of match this person energy for energy. So when they've pulled back, when they've expressed confusion, it's like you're doing a dance with them, energetically speaking. You know, they may take the lead in a certain capacity, but you're able to follow, you're able to respond to that. It feels to be something that empowers, like a dominant energy within this person. You make them feel like a leader in their own life or within this connection or what they hope to develop between the two of you, which they find very attractive. Yeah, we got the Page of Swords, more of that energy of somebody that is watching you from afar, watching your social medias, watching you kind of walk by. I'm hearing, I love to watch you leave, but I hate to watch you walk away. And so this is somebody, again, that is like very turned on by you. They're very kind of in this sort of like quiet, secretive, all up in their thoughts and feels. Everything about you is very pleasing to them. Everything kind of like checks off a box in some sort of way. Everything about you is sensual. Even the way you drink your coffee at your desk turns them on in a certain way. So this is somebody, it feels like, that, you know, they have had the full range of thoughts about you, and there's a sense of like, what do I need to do in order to bridge that gap between thoughts and reality? How can I claim that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that is you? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, you're the prize. You're somebody that they are very determined to progress forward with. If this person had other options, you know, recently or when they met you, or, you know, if they're used to somebody at this, or being somebody at this point in their life that, like, you know, they keep their options open. They're not sort of just like settling for the first thing that comes along, or you know, they're single, they're in that kind of single, ready to mingle energy. You are someone who has created an alertness within them of like, I want to put special focus on you. I want to see where this goes. I am intrigued by the possibilities between the two of us. This is somebody who knows how to be monogamous. They know how to have commitment, how to have partnerships. This is not somebody who is afraid of those things. And so there's a sense, again, of like a priority that they're putting in to sort of like, let's build these experiences between one another. Let's explore things further. Because if the mood is right, if the tone is right, if the circumstances are right, I want to give you the world. I want to show you a very unique experience of love. This is not somebody that, you know, their options may be open, but they're not afraid to close those options out for the right person, for the right experience. This is someone that can be very loyal and dedicated in love. High Priestess, yeah, so this person just has this kind of intuitive knowing that there's something more that is going to happen between the two of you, and that may be something that is coaxing them to be a bit risque, a bit bold, a bit daring, especially if it's kind of like, you know, the taboo situation of like a work connection, or, you know, if you're not coworkers, this could just be somebody that is like newly in your energy. They have newly discovered you. You know, they're still kind of learning the ropes of the situation. There's a sense of kind of like you're building in this almost like dark fantasy kind of energy. You are the center of this person's fantasy life at this particular point in time. But this is not somebody that just kind of wants to keep it a secret forever, but they are using that kind of like element of secrecy to their advantage. They're moving in silence, but this is somebody that's very capable of loving out loud. Yeah, the Empress. So again, this is somebody that's like, I want to explore everything with you. I want to find out everything. I want to learn all there is to learn. I'm open and available for you to show me and to allow me to experience what it is that you will give, as far as, you know, loving energies are concerned, as far as sensual energies are concerned, as far as intellectual energies are concerned, as far as practical energies are concerned. The idea of receiving from you also really excites this person. They want to receive what you have to give. So this is somebody, you know, reciprocity is very big for them in a lot of ways. The Star, yeah, you're somebody that they have set their sights upon, and they have set their sights very high when it comes to you. You give off this almost regal energy. You are somebody that they feel they need to earn. They need to earn time in your presence. They need to earn your respect. They need to earn the privilege of experiences with you. It feels like even in that fantasy realm, there's a sense of like, I'm having to earn this. It's not just kind of an energy I can dip into or be greedy with. And so they might even be kind of mindfully sort of using that fantasy scape as a way to try and manifest real world experiences with you. Six of Pentacles, yeah, there's that energy of the giver. This person wants to give pleasure. They want to give you reasons to smile. They want to give you reasons to trust them. They want to give you reasons to want to get to know them. There's a sense of like, what can I do to bring you joy? What can I do to bring that smile to your face? What can I do to bring you to a place where your tensions are eased even for just a moment? What can I do to kind of bring myself to the forefront of what they perceive to be the many options that you certainly must have in life? Ten of Swords, so they're trying very hard not to get intimidated by you, by your energy, by whatever needs to happen next. If there's some kind of threshold that needs to be crossed, maybe they need to admit to deeper feelings, ask you out for the first time, strike up the conversation, find some kind of way to kind of bridge this gap between the two of you. And there's a sense of like, I don't hope my nerves don't get the best of me. They're feeling that the calm, cool, and collected approach works best for this, because you almost bring that out in them, a level of calmness that is encouraging them to push beyond fears and express themselves in some way. Eight of Wands, yeah, there's that energy of communication. So they want to increase communication with you, begin communication if this is like a total secret admirer, maybe like a mutual crush situation. So for some of you, this is like you got a crush on this person, surprise, they got a crush on you too. And they're getting ready to kind of be bold, make that first move. Maybe you've been the one that dropped hints and innuendos and they've picked those up. They've seen those little winks and nods that you've given them on social media in real time when you're having, conversation with one another, and there's a sense of like, okay, we've tiptoed around this for long enough. Let's get it out in the open. Let's push this forward. And Chariot, yeah, this person is coming. They're coming towards you. They're coming with some kind of a better offer, something that gives you more clarity of like, I don't just want kind of a few good hours with you. I don't want just a few good days. I don't want like a fun weekend. I don't want something that is just like a limited or temporary experience. You may be sort of in the opening stages of a connection with one another, or they're needing to start the opening stages of a connection, but this is somebody that has the ability to go the distance. They've got stamina. They're looking for something long term. Though they may have their options open at this particular point in time for the right person, they drop those options like a bad habit. And as far as they're concerned, you are someone who is definitely a contender for like, okay, I'll put my single days behind me and I can invest in you fully. I can focus on you exclusively. Just give me the signal, give me the indicator, be receptive to what I bring forth, and let's see where this goes in a deeper or more long-term way. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Please give the video a like or comment to claim these energies and show support for my channel. Subscribe if you would like to see more content that I put out, and don't forget to hit that bell button for notifications when I put new videos out. If you would like to book a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another video. Please take care and be well.